welcome to Reelin Films. I do hope that you enjoy this video. Don't forget, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. Like that you guys can get notified for anything and everything movie and series related here at Reel in Films. I hope you enjoy this video. Good afternoon, Pepe. How are you doing today?
Good, John. Thank you very much.
I'm super excited because today we're going to be talking about a little bit about your career, and as well the upcoming documentary of Pepe Serna, Life is Art. How excited are you that we're really close for release?
It's really thrilling. It's been 11 years in the works. Actually, it's going to be 80 years because I'll be 80 this year.
Oh
So
my.
yeah, so it's fantastic, and it's like the trick is how do we get our audience to connect and make sure that they see it so that the Amazon one studio can see, hey, people want to see something like this. And then I did it myself, and hopefully they'll want to do documentaries on everybody else because I mean, you would right off the bat, you could probably pick at least 20 people that if you were running it, you'd say, okay, next I want a documentary on this guy, this girl, this one, right? Because
Yes, there is so many Latinos in the industry that need that representation as well to have their own documentaries that have been in Hollywood for so long. So how do you feel? Because one of the main things that people highlight or reviewers highlight is that you have the most iconic, I would say, that's seen in a film that as well as a historic film as well. How does it feel that uh people see you as that important with that scene and all of your trajectory?
And see, I have so many films like that, but obviously Scarface is that scene. But people don't know my name. They know my face, but they don't know my name. Now with my documentary, that I became the star of my documentary, I've now become the star of every character part I ever had, not bit part. That's the lingo that I don't use. I'm not a bit player. Nobody's an extra. Nobody is less than the star. Everybody's part is just as important as anybody else's. Just like in our life, anybody in your family, if you're having a fiesta, uh, there isn't one that's less than just because they went off to New York and came back and they can stay at the fancy hotel and take people to dinner. That doesn't that's not important. It's who are we as human beings? How do we pass on? And then the first thing when I saw your name, Ramos, is where I'm always at with my humor and the way I look at life is cada chango con su rama, Ramos, right? To start the the tree limb, and every monkey has various tree limbs. I mean, that's amazing, to see that just that image of the monkeys going from one to another to another to another. When here as human beings, we get locked down and thinking that, oh, we're they're racist against us. They're no, a monkey's gonna go, man. They're gonna go out and get their food, and they don't care. The visiting the monkeys from the unfortunately, what we do have is if there's a monkey from another neighborhood, we're gonna protect our neighborhood like the monkeys do.
Yes.
But we're supposed to be a little bit smarter than monkeys, or at least have a little bit more. But anyway,
So Pepe, I wanted to add, that's one of my other questions. So one day long, a couple of years ago, before my great grandfather passed away, my great grandfather passed away. I One day we were sitting down because he was part of that group of Puerto Ricans that immigrated to New York looking for work and whatnot. um I wanted to have your part of the story of how difficult it was for you to being a Latino and getting these roles, from being someone that was frequently typecasted to someone that now can that gets his roles, the roles that you want. So how was that struggle?
It was amazing because now to get the roles that I want, a lot we have to create, have my friends create, and we always said all the actors, everyone to a person, I want to play a white guy. I want to play the white guy. And then what we were saying, because we're Americans, right? So we don't see ourselves as any different. But what we were saying is, I want to play a human being. I want to play somebody that has uh, more to say than give me your money. You got the money, I got the stuff. And the caricature of the accent. And still, I mean, Queen of the South, the Narcos, everything is still about the same thing now. Like I say in the documentary, and now we're playing gangsters, but with a suit. You know, now we get some of the money now, but the effect is the same. Is that no? So, like for your great grandfather, see, my great grandmother was my inspiration. She was my storyteller, starting off from the beginning. So I I uh I'm from Texas, and the but I was in every club. I was the only Chicano in the Young Lions in college in Corpus Christi, but I was the president of the club because I'd had previous experience with being in a Latino club, starting off when we were 15 with Robert's Rules of Orders, the president, the vice president, the sergeant of arms. We had all of that training already, and so it was easy for me to come in and be the president of the Young Lions and say, hey, I'm not going to be in charge of everything and do everything myself. You relegate it like life.
That's amazing. I wanted to well, I did I remember one of the films that I got to see not recently but last year was the film Flaming Hot, and I got to see you there. You were abuelito, and I was super excited because I was watching the film with my wife and I was like, I know who he is. He's Pepe Serna. My wife is a little younger than me, so she was like, who is he? And I showed her pictures and she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I'm like, "Wow, seeing him now, it's been so long, you know." So, what would be your message for young Latinos or whoever wants to be in the industry? What would be your message of motivation, like that they can keep fighting for what they want?
That they have to educate themselves. They have to read. If you want to be an actor, then you better join an acting troupe, study, read plays, read and perform, dialogue, because when you start off, you just have a line or two. And so you got to be able, in order to say a line, you better have already done some theater where you have a character that had a lot of lines, because we don't just drop in and say, "Hi, I'm here." No, you come in with, "Hi, I'm here." Well, where am I coming from? What's the weather like? Where I'm what's the weather like in this room? How is it snowing outside? Is it hot? Am I sweaty and clammy? Am I cold and just so you have to capture all of that stuff, and that's through work.
That's amazing. And what can the audience expect on Pepe Serna's Life is Art documentary?
Uh, they can expect to spread the word, so that then you or one of your family members or one of your friends can also get recognized and have more work. Because unless we spread, I mean, Latinos spend the most money on films than anybody, but we're still non-existent as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we're 5% of in film and 19% of the country. How does that? And now the Asians have come in and just blew it out of the water. And more power to them, man. To anybody who does it, I don't care. I want to see all the cultures, because we are all the cultures. Latinos are everybody. So we're not looking at, oh man, the African Americans have so much more than us. No, man, yeah, I love it. Yes, I want to know about that life, man. And about all the Asians, and not just kung fu and all of that.
Yeah,
It's real life, what people are like, and we're all the same. We may look different, have a little bit different accent, but we're human beings, and that's the important
that's
part.
that's amazing. And thank you very much, Pepe, for giving us the time to talk about the film and your career. So thank you very much for giving us the time.
Yeah, and go to pepeserna.net to order the book and to look at the art and to see some of the workshops that I do. Thank you.
Amazing. Yes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.